So hello, Aries. Welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be doing this reading for you today. It is a general message, so, take it as it resonates with you. For those of you not familiar with the channel, I have no filter. So, if that is not your thing or you have kids around and just don't appreciate that kind of language or discussion, respectfully, I'm just always giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, Aries. So, question asked was, what is going on in Aries energy right now that they need some guidance, right? And what guidance should we be giving in the highest good, right? In the highest good. And during the pre-shuffle, because I asked for just one card from the Hermetic Tarot, two cards did come flying out before the Queen of Thrones of Earth here, the Queen of Pentacles. And it was the Ten of Pentacles with the Fool card. And I was really drawn to the word foolish because in this deck it's called the Foolish Man. And so if you're an Aries man thinking about moving into a new home or moving out of a home, or you have masculine Aries energy in your chart, I just got the idea that it was foolish, especially if it's surrounding a Queen of Pentacles energy, because it's all about the money. I think the relationship itself is based all off money. And I just didn't get a really good feeling about it, especially because Archangel Jeremiah came out with, hashtag reflection, life's a mirror. It says take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. And to tolerate, right? Remember, card is tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. The energies that I got with these cards, for some of you, this is going to be a lesson. This is going to be a lesson about following your heart space and not listening to your intuition, about getting involved with people or getting into living situations with people that your heart is not actually in tune with. How do I want to word this? You're doing what makes sense in the moment. It's what makes sense to you in the moment, but it is not what makes sense to your heart. Like if you asked yourself right now if you were going to spend the rest of your life with this person, if your answer is no or I don't know, then the answer is no. And getting involved with something that your heart is not aligned with always ends up being a karmic lesson. And you're being taught something, a perspective about something. Okay? You're probably mirroring a relationship you had with someone else, but now you're on the other side. In a sense, if you kind of follow what I'm saying, like in one relationship, if you were a more masculine character in general, then maybe in this one you would be the more feminine character, learning the masculine perspective on how you were when you were in the masculine role, right? So you could see yourself from a new perspective that you didn't have before. So with this, Archangel Jeremiah too, he's the archangel that carries our prayers to God. So if you need miracles in order to follow your heart space, pray to Archangel Jeremiah, because when you follow what your heart really wants, without the fears or the worries or the doubts or the insecurities or the resentment or the anger or the grief or the ego and the pride or the illusion that it's impossible, whatever it is that's in your way, when you take out all those things and you're like, yeah, but my heart really does say this and I really can do these steps because I think that could make it happen and it's worth a shot, right? It's worth a shot because I can be whatever stable person I need to be. I can be whatever abundant person I need to be. I can be whatever caring person I need to be. I can be whatever compassionate and considerate person I need to be because I love them enough to choose them over my fears, right? It's like it's having to do that review because the Queen of Earth, the Queen of Pentacles, the coin, she's as a character, right? Let's take away the fact that I intuitively just really picked up that this is a relationship based on money for some of you, right? That you're moving into and it's not actually heart-based. Whoever you are heart-based connected with, their abundance is in generosity of their own specific currency, right? Whether it's power or money or physical desire, or they pay you mind and time. They have great conversations with you and they share knowledge with you and interest with you, or they just know how to love you. They know how to be kind. They know how to speak truth and be transparent. They know how to cater and be empathetic to, your needs. They can feel you and sense you and prioritize that. Everybody has their own form of love energy, how they express it. And whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, it goes from being the shadow, which, could be being in a relationship because it's financially stable, and that's really the only reason. There's not a whole lot of desire or love emotion behind it. It's just convenient, right? Partnerships of convenience, versus the potential with someone who, Queen of Pentacles energy is very generous and very kind and very understanding and very nurturing. She's very maternal in all of her relationships. She just has lots of love energy to give. And I think if you're comparing two people at this point, especially because there's just two feminine energies on the card, there's the bust at the top, with the two heads that are in duality, right? That's almost like the issue with the mirror, locking horns into this karmic reality, or going for the goddess at the bottom. It's what do you do? It's what do you do? Do you get locked into a machine? Because it even looks like gears, even though it's not on the base of the bust. It actually looks like gears. And it's these two, the white side and the black side, just locked horns. And it's like, do you lock yourself? And it looks like almost like a fish bowl. It's like, do you get stuck? Do you put yourself in a bowl, right? Do you lock yourself in a bowl? And instead of going out into the ocean and be this fish in its natural environment, which is the ocean, you stuck yourself in a fishbowl, a karmic locked horns fishbowl of having to face your duality, having to face yourself, when that's not life. When that's not life, right? Life is truly about love and what we can create from that energy. And we recognize that when we get in touch with ourselves. So this is you having to get back in touch with what you're manifesting. Aries, this is you getting back in touch with how you're manifesting and what's manifesting because of it, right? Everybody has their own point of view. Everybody has their own life choices to make, but you have to make the best ones in alignment with your heart space. You have to make the ones in best alignment with overriding your fears or your doubts or your worry or your insecurities, right? You have to override that. You have to override your program. And say, yeah, I can function this way. I've always functioned this way. I was taught to function this way. I believe you should function this way. Society believes you should function this way. My family and the peanut gallery think I should function this way. It's a matter of putting all of that aside for 1 second and being like, what the fuck do I really want? Think about that. What do I really want? In an ideal world, what would I actually have? Who would actually be with me in an ideal world? Because my heart resonates exactly that way. Despite my fear, despite my doubt, despite my worry, despite my insecurities, despite my grief, despite loss, despite history. What does my heart really sing towards? Person, path, or purpose, it doesn't matter. What is your heart calling you to? Because those are the things that you should be aligning with. Point blank, period. So, Aries, if this is the message you needed to receive in divine timing, I wish you absolutely nothing but the best. And hope you're not afraid of the journey to go get your greatest heart's desires, because they're worth it. They're totally worth it. Till next time, guys, Divine Rebel Racey signing off. Remember, always love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye.